them all of the artwork and everything approved on the manufacturing side for disc makers. So it'll be moving to into the printing stage, most likely either by the end of this week or next week. So
Hell yeah,
I'm
man.
looking forward
That's
to
exciting, bro.
getting that in my hands because yeah, it's very. I'm telling you, man. Everybody think it's something like simple to do,
Oh no,
but
I don't.
it's
I know.
very it's very it's like I'll describe it as like being a technician and like you doing an oil change or you know how to do brakes, and then versus you seeing somebody take a whole engine out and you like, man, I could do that, and then the first time you do it, you like, yo,
Really
a whole
me.
nother ball game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So do you have everything like you know what you're going to charge and like what you need to do to make sure you make money on your sales, or are you going to kind of wait and
Um,
see?
this print will probably be a total loss.
Yeah.
Like I know like here's the thing. I have a different philosophy about business and music. Now, do I need to sell these? Yes, I need to put them up for sale. The plan is to have mostly merchandise to sell versus the music because to me in my philosophy the music is not the business. That's just what makes us popular if we want it to be popular. Um, like the grand scheme of things is to have something to hand somebody in a social atmosphere when we're trying to uh, gain people for business as far as like
Okay.
songwriting
So the music is like
because
the marketing to get your products out there. I mean, it's a way to get your foot in the door with
yeah,
people.
because you got
So,
to look at it like this. It's like this. Even if I was an investor right now and an artist came to me and he said, say artist A, right? Say
mhm.
artist A came to me and said they sold 1,000 copies, right? Of their music, physical copy, right? We're gonna speak in like old days because everybody talking about streaming and everything. We're gonna speak in old terms. So just to say I'm the investor, I'm making a choice. They went out and they sold 1,000 copies. Artist A, all right. Artist B, he only sold 100 copies, but he sold 250 hoodies. He sold 100 T-shirts. He sold uh uh another 50 mugs. Then he sold this hat that he wear all the time that everybody like, and he sold like 500 of them, and he charged $75, and he did a bundle deal with his album or something strange. I would probably invest in the person that can sell something past the music than somebody that just can sell the music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to be like, what I'm saying, but I'm just looking at things in the grand scheme of things of this is almost like uh show and prove. Like we
Yeah.
living in the age of show and prove because the internet has burned itself out. You know what I'm saying? And so we can do stuff on the internet as a utility, but the ultimate arena is in real life, actually meeting and hand to hand. Now, when I
Yeah.
say the album is going to be a loss at the end of the cycle, when I pass all of them out, if all of them are passed out before the cycle of me selling, I can print another batch. Like it's not
Yeah.
harshly expensive to print another batch. It's less than $1,000 to print another batch. So another batch will come. So I'll take another loss, just as labels do. Like labels take losses. I think we talked about this before. Like labels will buy if they're gonna print 1,000,000, they'll buy 100,000 of them from the distributor, right off the floor from the distributor to just count as 100,000 sales the first week. So it really won't look like a flop. But then they'll take these same albums and use them as promo. You feel what I'm saying? and they'll give them out in radio stations. You know what I'm saying? They'll give them out radio stations or whatever. Yeah, I think your feed went out.
Chopped out for a second, but I still hear at least. No.
Hold on, 1 2 seconds. I think it'll probably come in a second. It's probably
Yeah.
just
Yeah. For
hold on.
I gotta get some Starlink, man. Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, it's showing me my
Okay.
signals like low. Good.
Yeah, it's not now it's good. Okay,
Okay.
so basically like they'll put out a certain amount for promo. So what the promo will do is it'll at least get the album in people's hands. You know what I'm saying? That week of
Yeah.
with all the radio stations, give all the radio stations the incentive to promote the album too. Oh, you can get the free such and such album if you the 105 caller and you got the Fraser pays. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll just give them out, you know what I'm saying, like that. Or they give them out live at a venue at a place at a skating rink. Or
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
No,
So,
that's.
but
I think we underestimate the power of sales and stuff. Like I heard somebody today. They were asking about a specific golden can that it's like a 50th year anniversary can for I can't remember what drink it was, but like they're
mhm,
literally going to buy a case of whatever drink it was just because it has the gold can. Like
yeah,
they probably don't even like the drink. They just were getting it because the can's gold.
they just getting it because the can is gold. But it's something I think we don't realize it's something with all of our companies and corporations. They don't make money from they don't make money from the whatever they're in business for. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Delta doesn't make money off of selling airline tickets. They make money off because they have everybody that whip out their credit card got what? Sky Mile card.
Yeah. Yeah. And gas stations, they don't make any money off of
Yes.
gas. They don't make
They don't.
really
They don't.
anything. Yeah.
They don't make
All
really
the other stuff.
anything. They probably
Hmm.
make 10 cents off a dollar, probably less than that. They make a little bit, but it ain't enough to pay the bills. It ain't enough to pay
Yeah.
the lease. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They need to make money off of pizzas, and I'm naming like quick trip stuff. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't
Oh
know
man,
how
I
it is
buy
in like
those.
Texas.
I do the same. I buy that. I buy pizzas. I get like all that hot box stuff that I shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, but
for
they
sure.
they sell. I mean, is it?
Yeah.
But it's but they found a way to make money off of whatever they. But I think everybody in music think that their music is ultimately like what garners it. Some people it can. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's the weird anomalies
Mhm.
where everybody want to show up to see this person maybe play this guitar and sing. Like,
Yeah.
he's so great at it that they want to, you know what I'm saying?
But
He can sit
I
on
feel like
stage,
it's still a
but it's
brand
still,
thing, like
but
it's
it's
just a good
yeah,
brand and they like the person or what they represent, Like Taylor
yeah,
Swift, she's just got a good brand. It's still like you're saying, it's still more of a sales thing, like the merchandise, the idea of Taylor Swift, what she
hmm,
like sings about, and then Travis Kelsey and all that stuff that ties in and his jersey sales. Like it all probably is like I don't want to say it's like planned out, but it could be,
it is. I mean, you got
probably.
you pretty much take the attention and you use it to, I guess, barter for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you barter for whatever product you wanna present, or
Yeah.
you want the people to get exposed to. And it could be, and the magical thing, like when I said artist A, artist B, I was making that example to be like, artist B with the merchandise is more powerful because of the mindset of being like, yo, I know for a fact that I ain't gonna look to just lean on bringing the money back with just this music. If I do that, then eventually I might lose. At least if I have a core fan base and I know this skill and I get into this, I'll always know how to make some money. Like Tech Nine ain't as big as Drake or Kendrick, but Tech Nine make a lot of money every year, and he has a whole team and establishment, and it didn't come overnight. I'm pretty sure he didn't learn all those logistics overnight. Like boom, I'm just gonna start. Like he had to do it over the years, and he got bigger, and he got to try his own like t-shirt press, and he got his own warehouse space, and then slowly he got this person to help him out, and this person started doing this, and he started trusting this person, and you know what I'm saying, and
Yep.
he got but it's like I'd rather sign artist B because of just that mentality to be like, yes, we're gonna kill him with the music, we're gonna always do great music, but the music might not. Now if we get hot enough to where we drop a CD and we put a price on it and it sell out, great.
Yeah.
But
That's just,
it's almost like you got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, who am I? I'm a superstar, but let's just be honest. They don't know me. Let me. I'm not saying force them to get to know me, but almost like let me force them to get to know me. So
yeah.
let me go out, socialize with people that I rub shoulders with, and let me have something to hand to them and put you know, in their hand.
Yeah, I
You
mean, the
know.
amount of competition we
So
have now in terms of everybody putting out music, it's like you do have to get out there and force people to look at you. And that's why I think why the cringe factor is so high, because it's like you almost have to be cringe and over the top to even get anybody to look your way at all, you know. Like
yeah,
just having raw talent, we see that so much everywhere all day now. It's just like it's almost watered down at this point, which is, I guess, a
yeah.
good and a bad thing. You know, it's awesome that there's so many talented people, but it also sucks that we can't. I mean, we can all coexist, but they can't all listen to our all songs all at the same time. Especially now we got AI
Yeah,
watering everything down too.
yeah,
It's a
yeah. But
mess,
the
man.
thing I think the thing about the AI thing is, man, I really don't care about AI because there are always going to be a level of us searching for other humans that do music. We're
Yeah,
searching for stars. The star will always reign supreme because, like a the AI can't seduce a woman. You feel me?
yeah. No,
Like a woman's gonna want a man on the other side of that stardom to be like to lust for, like you know what I'm saying. And the same thing, a hot woman is gonna have to be on the other side when we want to look for, like, okay, I want to look for music. It's like a lot of us are gonna look for a human on the other side,
yeah.
and so AI can fill in for the people who like maybe the ultra commercial market. If you just need a filler for for a commercial, like a track like that, then yeah,
Mhm.
it might obliterate that market. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
Like
it's just
somebody
like
can
the
just go to
Spotify,
Canva and just be like, "Oh, I'm doing a commercial, so I can." Huh?
just on the Spotify end with them doing their shady stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I
I
don't think
mean, I'm not
people
even worried
even know.
about. I'm not even worried about
Yeah, yeah.
Spotify.
If you're doing like physical sales,
I
like
think
you're
it's
on a
like
completely
this.
different market, I guess.
I think it's like this. I think that whole like trying to get on that circuit shouldn't be such a desperate thing
Yeah,
because they
I
can get
agree.
to know you just as well if you was just on SoundCloud.
True.
They can get to know you just as well. Just the same number, it's the same stream, the same spin, it's the
That is
same
true. I mean,
everything.
I've
The
had
only
just as many
thing, only
people.
the only
Go
reason
ahead.
why people fuck with Spotify is because there's a little bit of coin behind it, but it's like chump change.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've had just as many people check out my stuff on SoundCloud. Like they'll go if they want to listen to your music, they will go to SoundCloud. It's not like they're like, "Oh, I don't want to have to do all the extra stuff. I already got Spotify." So that's true. But those are people who have met me before, you know. In terms of growing a fan base that doesn't know you, I don't know. It's just like changing platforms and all that. It gets
No, but
people.
you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at you just sharing a SoundCloud link of something and the amount of people across the fucking world, because I
Yeah,
don't know if you have the artist, SoundCloud artist.
I did. I canceled it, but that was
Okay.
actually made a video about it. I believe that like Facebook and Instagram and stuff, if you're plugging links that take people away from their platform, they're not going to push them, because they want you to stay on their platform.
You
I
said
mean,
Facebook?
that yeah, Facebook for sure.
Yeah.
Like I think they've like proven that they try to keep stuff like that away that's going to take you. Of course, you can embed a YouTube video, but in terms of a link that you click and it takes you off of Facebook, unless you're paying for ad space, that then it's not going to like recommend it to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? For the
Yeah.
most part, not a
Yeah, I
blanket
can see
statement, but
that.
for the most part, yeah,
Yeah, I can see that. But at the same time, I don't think we should I don't think like I say, I don't think we should be trying to compete in those realms if those realms are not welcome. We should compete in the realms that's welcome.
yeah, I agree.
Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like sometimes you gotta go underground to get above ground. Like if this was the 90s, I would be telling you like it would be like this. In like all due respect, it would be like you coming to me saying, "Man, I'm trying to get on the radio. I'm trying to get on the radio." And I'm telling you, you don't need to make the radio. What you need to do is like, and this is the 90s. What you need to do is go get your shit printed up and you need to go down to the parties and manually hand your stuff to the DJ and get it played by the people that's at the party that's going to get it played to the people. Those are the people you need to talk to. You don't need to get played on the radio. Forget the radio.
yeah,
Like you get what I'm saying? Because it's like go where you welcome first, tear that up, and then it'll be hella easy to go in these other, you know what I'm saying? You want like they you they can't play dirty games. You know what I'm saying? To a real audience. Like people have proved that. People have proved that by damn near shutting down Netflix. They like, oh, we want to see Love Is Blind. We want to see the fucking season finale. They shut that mud down because it was like that was that first live that going live, and they was like, oh, it shut down, and it was like, damn. And the only reason why I was following it because of stocks, and that shit just said shoot, and the stocks kind of like tanked a little bit because it was like the live was like a failure because it was like
yeah,
so many people logged on at one time. But at the same time, you can't stop it. Like if something is dope, you can't stop an audience. You see what I'm saying? It's like go where you welcome, because you're gonna tear it up if you don't. You know what I'm saying? If you don't,
yeah,
like Eminem at anywhere. Like if he wanted to start and like right now we was like, yo, he like his age, right? And we was like, yo, they having this freestyle thing. Like, and don't nobody know who Eminem just been a in the house, in the closet, dude, just been just making his stuff on the fly, just been working his job, right? And they like, oh man, they having a freestyle, you know what I'm saying, gathering or whatever. They gonna be spitting or whatever. Man, he should come through and just, you know what I'm saying, just whatever. He came through and with the same skills, he would still rip it up. Like you get
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. No,
Like
I
we've
get
seen that plenty of times in real life. It don't matter. And that's why I'm not saying be negative towards these different realms. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, we can now, I think we're on the level where we can kind of change our perspective of just needing to be on Spotify or
yeah,
wanting to be on Apple Music just to be on Apple Music or just needing to be on Tidal or any of these, other platforms or even needing to be on Facebook. Like,
yeah,
and Facebook is a big place or even needing to be on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna get in where I fit in. If YouTube ain't tripping and SoundCloud ain't tripping and this platform might not be tripping, and this space ain't tripping, then I ain't gonna trip. I'm just gonna run in these. I'm gonna run real fast in these places. These folks over here, they trying to. I'm not gonna like put it like this. Don't change your game plan because of what what I'm saying. What the configuration of a platform is. If they not welcoming to how you want to run things, then I wouldn't even worry about it. It's just like TuneCore. TuneCore did it to me. Like they won't let you put out certain album art, right?
yeah,
So I switched to DistroKid, and DistroKid was like, "Yeah, we'll put your album out like next week." I said, "All right, go then." I said, "Well, TuneCore, you won't get this release." You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? On one album we did because they were tripping. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and not. Now you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not.
mm,
I ain't gonna trip on you. You said I'm not welcome on here because of the album art, and the album art ain't right, and you keep telling me to fix it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fix it because it's simple as hell. I'll go to them. They said I could do it. Run it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna
No. Yeah.
argue with it. I'm not even gonna trip with them. I'm just gonna be like, okay, you making it difficult for me for a certain reason. Maybe I'm just not supposed to even be welcome over here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if Spotify starts tripping on
That's
you, he's
exactly
like,
how Spotify is acting, man. Less than 1,000 streams, you don't get paid. Like it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, they're
maybe I
basically
ain't supposed to be
forcing.
over here.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so easy, man. When I had one of those dot bracelets. Have you seen those? They're business card,
Uh-huh.
basically, and you can tap your phone against it. So I
Uh-huh.
had my landing page on the dot bracelet, and I say, "Hey, yo, listen to my music," and they just tap their phone, and it would go straight to Apple Music, Spotify, and all that. So in that way, it was really cool, and I got a lot of new fans just meeting people like throughout my day
Yeah.
job, and so that was pretty cool. I mean, I didn't make much money off of it. I probably
Yeah.
not any at all, but a few cents, a few dollars maybe.
Yeah. But I mean, here's the thing. A few dollars can go a long way if you can create a constant flow of that. You know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
I mean, that's royalties. That's yearly royalties. As
I
long
mean, you know what I'm
as
saying?
I get over a
Like
thousand.
it's yeah, it's like, dude, I think people, here's the thing. People who do music, and it's the God's honest truth, they've never sat in the shoes of like a visual artist. Like somebody who's had to actually like paint and take a painting and actually try to sell it, like
Mhm.
sell the actual painting, or you know what I'm saying, or barter for the painting or whatever. They tried to like get somebody to give something of value for this painting. It's not easy. And I think we don't put ourselves in those particular people's shoes because we see those artists and we say, well, shoot, he should be giving out like free prints, or why they don't have like, you know what I'm saying, like a card or something with the artwork on it, blah, 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 or whatever is the thing. And it's like, well, there's millions of musicians that never do that ever. Like they never ever like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they never look at what they're doing as being difficult because it is artwork. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult to move. And some of the art move, some of the art don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah,
it don't. Like a lot of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure
yeah,
you've seen paintings at people's houses. You like, oh damn, that's a dope painting. Oh yeah, I got that. You know what I'm saying? That was an art sale or whatever. Yeah, I got it for about $75, but it's dope though. And it's like,
yeah,
damn, they sold that for $75, but it'll never be. It might not be valuable like a freaking like a Basquiat, or you know what I'm saying, or Andy Warhol, or you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
Salvador
Something
Dali or something like that.
crazy.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? But it it's almost like, yeah, they sold that painting for 75, but it is in somebody's house though.
yeah,
Same thing with music. It's like if you're thinking about it like, oh, I'm trying to sell $1 million paintings, then this might not be the game you want to play. Like this might not be the creative game you want to play. You might want to sell printed t-shirts. I mean, you
yeah,
might want to go into that game because that's directly to some money. You see what I'm saying?
yep,
But if you're trying to sell music, because everybody don't want to buy our art, our music. So, and especially when people don't know who the hell we are. You know what I'm saying? We looking at them like, man, you should be treating me like I'm freaking Picasso. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm freaking what's the new artist? Cause. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm like a $1 million, like, you know what I'm saying, artist. You supposed to be treating me like that. And they're like, I don't even know who you are. But that's kind of how we kind of come off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would be guilty of it in the past, to expect like, or you know what I'm saying, a person to look at you in the light of, you know what I'm saying, like I'm just using big names of Prince, or you know what I'm saying, or Michael Jackson, or Phil Collins, or whoever. Like you
yeah,
looking at the person and be like, listen to my music, and you're trying to look at them to have the same reaction as they have as these artists, but they know these artists. So it's the same thing with visual art, I don't think we look at it that way. I think we look at it and we expect the same exact thing. Now, here's the thing though. I would never cut myself short because my album does have a printed value on it. It does have a $25 printed value on it. So it is a value if I'm handing you something. It is $25, but I'm for you, I'm giving it to you for free. So it is a value on it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I think I know how to finagle these people, and I know how to pay my taxes. I'll put it like that
Yeah.
for people who know what I'm doing with the write off. I know how to
Yeah.
pay my taxes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah,
is
you feel what I'm saying?
a massive benefit at the end of the year to have something
You
to
feel what
write
I'm
off.
saying?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know how to pay my taxes. So it's not that much money to print. And so I'm like, oh yeah, hey, you talking music? Hey, that was a good talk. Hey, I like that talk we had. Guess what? Take one of my albums with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you don't have a CD player, there's a QR code on the inside and you can listen to it on SoundCloud.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
that's
that.
perfect.
I mean, it's just like and if somebody want to support and buy one, that's cool.
Yeah, for
So
sure, man.
yeah. So I mean, it's almost like I say, it's thinking of it as a visual art versus being like this is just you know this is my music and I want you to have the same reaction as like Ed Sheeran or whatever. It's like, well, they don't know you quite yet. They know who the
Yeah.
hell Ed Sheeran is. Like if Ed Sheeran dropped a single today, everybody be like, man, that sounds good. Come on now.
Mhm.
Like y'all
Yeah.
don't even listen to it. Y'all listen to 30 seconds. Oh my god, this is amazing, bro.
I think he's got progressively worse as it goes, man. He's
Yeah.
getting
No,
like
no,
more
he makes
popular.
good stuff, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
like
it
he
ain't like
did. I don't
everything
know.
he making is like hitting, but he Ed Sheeran. So, if you play for somebody, it's like, oh, this is new Ed Sheeran. Somebody else will be like, oh yeah, this sounds pretty good. You'd be looking at them like,
Yeah, I mean that's half the battle is convincing people that you're good, and that's what record labels are so good at. They just basically force it down your throat that Kendrick Lamar is better than Drake, and vice versa. And people
man,
just
we
run
can
with
talk
it.
about that.
They
Hey,
they
we
it's
could,
got to be somebody somewhere behind the
hey,
scenes. I mean,
listen. They don't listen. This is something I was thinking about earlier. UMG just don't want to admit, and I'm not saying Drake is like better than Michael Jackson, Prince. All these people will like mop the floor with him if we
yeah,
talking about
in
talent.
terms of talent, yeah, absolutely.
Anderson .Paak got more talent. Like, we talking about a
Oh,
talent show.
he's crazy.
But
Yeah,
here's the nucleus that Drake holds the key to. He's the only one of them that can pull this shit off, that can sing, and he can rap. But the nucleus of it all is that he's proven that, listen, I can grab anybody and make a number 10 hit. I can grab anybody. It don't even matter who I grab. I can grab anybody, make a number 10 hit. I got more number 10s than anybody. I got 200 and something number 10. Like I got so many number 5. I got more top 5. You know what I'm saying? I can hit the charts. And that's what y'all realize is that there's no other artist that's that valuable. Beyonce can't do that. Taylor Swift can't do that. Kendrick Lamar can't do that. Nobody can do it. Future can't even do that. Nobody can just pick anybody. He can pick Shawty Red up out of St. Louis. Hey, let's make a song. Hit.
hmm
You know what I'm
yep.
saying?
Oh yeah,
Like
he's
anybody.
definitely
Like,
he's
you know what I'm saying?
versatile.
So they don't want to admit that he him having that nucleus makes him the best artist on the planet.
I agree. I
Because
agree.
if you
Like he can
don't,
hop on anything.
yeah, because if you don't sign him, you might not. He'll hold a golden key of what makes the charts. Like he'll hold that. Like when the smoke clears, oh, the shit will still hit the top 10. It ain't got to hit number one because we know how motherfuckers stay at number one. That's just a lot of payola week to
Yeah,
week.
yeah, for sure.
But to hit number 2 or number 4, number 5, whatever, number 10, like you still taking up a piece of the money.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a
I
lot of
mean,
airplay. That's a lot of so they don't want to miss out on that money, but they gotta cash them out. But They don't want to admit, just like you said, they'll pay all this money, and everybody will be convinced that this artist is more lucrative than this artist. And we both know. We talking about a rap battle, man. We ain't talking about no rap battle. We talking about a rap battle, and yeah, Kendrick, whatever, cool. But
Obviously,
if we
yeah,
talking
we
about,
already know that
but
for
but
sure.
yeah, but we talking about business. Ain't no way in the hell that you telling me you signing Kendrick over Drake in a deal. We talking
No
about
way.
hundreds of millions of dollars. We talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Ain't no way you finna put your black ink on that line to sign. Be like, oh, okay, oh, I'll put some money up. Nah, no, you'll be like, let me get that guy. You said that guy can sing and he can rap
And he
and the
put on the
ladies like him.
weekend, like all the artists that Drake's put on that are. I mean, the weekend's probably bigger than Kendrick. I mean, he at some point he
Yeah, the
definitely was.
weekend
I
is
mean,
the
massive.
weekend is definitely bigger than Kendrick.
Yeah, and without Drake, there would be no weekend. I mean,
That's what
you
I'm
got to have the
saying.
weekend, bro. You got to have the weekend.
Yeah, but that
Saturday, Sunday.
but that's my thing. He's so it's the influence that they can't grasp, and people can say what they want to, but it's the truth. He can he can grab anybody and be the producer he grabbed and made a hit with the No Kid hit with. He grabbed him
Oh yeah,
offline.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
I like
mean,
that. Hey, that sound good. Let me get that. Tell him. Let me get
but
that. I
people
already
want to
know how to
hate. They
finish.
want to hate and say that he's riding the wave or whatever, or just hopping on trends. And then
That's
if
what
he
you're
didn't
supposed to
do it,
do.
yeah, exactly. That's how you try to stay relevant. I mean,
So
you can
okay,
do that or be
okay,
like yay and start talking about Jewish
okay.
people. You know what I mean?
Check this out. So for all the people that said ride the waves, everybody did it. Prince did it. Michael Jackson did it. Mike did it his whole career. Freaking look, off the wall was disco. Thriller, Thriller was like pop and rock and
Yeah, I've
R and
seen a
B.
lot of electric guitar in there.
Bad, bad was like rock, and it had like some kind of like late '80s kind of
Synthy,
like that Cynthia
yeah,
and that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. That Janet feel to it. You know
yeah.
what I'm
That drum
saying?
had some drum
And
machines in
then
there.
and then right after that, Dangerous was what? New Jack Swing, because he got Teddy Riley. And then after that, it was on old boy that did the Brandy album, Dark Child, Rodney Jerkins. You know what I'm saying? And so he wanted a more R&B feel after that. So it was like
It's business.
Michael Jackson was riding the wave. What we talking
He's a
about? The
businessman.
greatest was
Yeah, I
riding the
mean,
wave.
I
What
mean, if
you
you're in the industry, that's what you do, I
everybody ride
guess.
the
I mean,
wave.
yeah.
Everybody ride the wave. Oh, or you die. You either
Yeah.
ride the wave or you
If you
die.
want to make money, yeah. If you want to make money and stay relevant, you got to ride the wave. You're right. I
Yeah,
mean, it
look,
is what it
hey,
is, and you
so
can do it in your
so
own way. I mean, you don't
so
have to
Kendrick didn't so
conform.
Kendrick didn't ride the wave. The whole
He,
GNS album is a hard West Coast album. Everybody trying to be hard right now. It's a
yeah,
hard West Coast album. Some of the songs are kind of abstract. Some of the songs got two beats to them,
yeah.
and that's the
But that's the
that's the
wave.
wave.
That's the wave. The 2 beat thing is definitely the wave right
Yep.
now.
And you sample an old song that's like a nostalgic song.
Oh yeah, it's a
That's the
formula,
wave. You got to have one of
and
them.
yeah, and the people I respect the most are people who can ride the wave, but also make it sound like them. Like
Yeah.
um, DJ Mustard. He's got a specific sound that you can usually tell when it's a Mustard beat. So I feel like he deserves a lot of respect for coming up. I mean, he's been doing it for a long time at this point. I mean, there's no telling how many placements he has. And all his stuff is right there in the same BPM, so he's real easy to mix in. Like he's a good
Yeah.
go-to if you need to if you can't think of anything, if you're mixing on the fly and you need a
Yeah. If you're
banger to
mixing on the fly, you need to. Yeah. Mustard. Mustard though. My thing about Mustard is that he know his sound. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
hmm
It's like Mustard
He's
knows his sound.
straight West Coast pretty much. I mean,
Yeah. And I would say straight West Coast, but I would say like it's more of like um he's just he's just like making sure he gets that same rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
That same type of like I guess that same type of like that same bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some producers do a good job of that. Like Timberland do a good job of that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even though I think he's lost his bounce. I
Yeah,
think
he's.
Timberland I
I don't
think
think he
Timberland
gives a
has
shit
lost his
anymore.
bounce.
Like you said, he's just trying to sell everybody on the AI stuff. He's worried about his money for the rest. I mean, for retirement, I guess.
Yep,
Or
he
maybe
worried
you don't
about
even
his
got to
money
worry
for
about money.
retirement.
Well, I don't know if he ain't
He
got to
gonna
worry
be.
about
I'm
money. He's
telling
just
you,
robbing
this what's
people.
gonna happen. I'm telling you, this what's gonna happen. He gonna get all the money from the AI, and then in about 5 to 10 years, he gonna be doing the interview talking about, man, I don't even make beats no more, man. Nah, man, I just be chilling on it, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing other like straight up, just like on some like I ain't even like I'm not even associated with that no more.
Yeah, I mean, the lawsuits are gonna keep coming in with all that stuff for sure. And like you said, he could be recording all of those beats from his beat club and having a whole library of stuff to train whatever. I think it's Suno that he's involved with, just
Suno.
ripping all of it. Which
Yep.
a lot of it's the same drums and
Yeah.
splice loops and shit. So if that's the
Yeah.
case, then like you said, people are going to search out the people that really care are going to find the music they like and the people they like, and they're not going to really delve into the AI side. But there is the bottom line for companies is they're always going to be trying to make the most money. So I wouldn't be surprised if it gets even worse with Spotify using that AI garbage and basically stealing money from all the independent people and record labels. They'll be fine. Well, I don't know if they'll be fine, but they'll be better than
Hmm.
us. In terms of
Yeah.
Spotify. But like you said, I mean, going with the physical sales and having a brand, I think that's a great move.
Yeah.
Especially where you're at, like in Atlanta, you could probably really generate some buzz, and that's like a lot of people come out of Atlanta, right? Like,
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
is uh this
constantly.
is a, any event town.
Yeah,
It's getting like that. It's like every other day. You know what I'm saying? You might be walking the belt line. It might be an event going on.
yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
you know,
I mean, and
yeah,
some
that's
stars burn
Atlanta.
out faster than others. Some are still going. You remember Pee Wee Longway?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't he about to pop, and then something happened to him, or he got in trouble or something?
Well, I mean those type of artists, man, that's a different type of, what I'm saying,
Just like a
artist.
viral
Like,
moment
yeah,
type artist.
man, like yeah. I mean, the ones that's on the ground, they still doing it. Like, it's weird
Yeah,
enough, like the ones that's like, put it like this, the ones that was on the ground still like doing it for the love, they still found a way to make business or to make money from music, or they still involved in music somehow. So it's like certain type of artists, they just had this, I wouldn't say not overnight success, but overnight boost. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
mhm,
Because once you get an overnight booster back in, like a real label back in, like they really about to like, they're about to print you an album. They're about to get you producers. They're about to get you a video shoot. They're about to get you new clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're about to make sure you can, get to the studio. Like, cause they're about to like try to like invest in, like, do a deal, invest in you, and then blow you up, and then they'll get their cut, and probably in the deal they probably cutting him, a little bit. They probably shot him in advance up early, like probably shot him in advance early or whatever. But artists like that, that's typically how it go. It ain't never a situation where I've heard of an artist like that and they made like millions of dollars off the rip. They would
yeah,
have had to like blown up and been like ultra successful to where they like, yeah, I got ripped off more than I made, but I made enough to where I'm straight. Like,
yeah,
I still got ripped off. I should have made damn near $50 million, but I kept like, two and a half, three. Like, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I
Like, every
just
now and then I'll meet somebody like that, but
I just randomly thought of him when we were talking Atlanta artists. I watched a like a YouTube video of some dude who was like interviewing him and spent the day with him. And then
mhm.
after that, whatever for whatever reason, he kind of I don't know if his deal got canceled or what, but it kind of he just fell to the wayside.
Well, it's a deal. Like, I was thinking about that today. I mean, you got to think about it's like it's like you have your own truck, um your own truck to drive, you know what I'm saying, like your own 18 wheeler to
Mhm.
drive for a company versus you driving the company's truck. You feel me?
Yeah,
You hourly when you driving the company's truck and they paying you off their rate or whatever. They like, oh,
that's how
okay,
they
we'll
want
put you
it.
on the road.
That's how the labels want it, right?
Yeah,
They want you to be hourly.
that's how they want everybody.
Hmm.
But like Drake's truck is very unique because it's like he owned his truck, but they're just paying him a guarantee every year.
Yeah, I
So
don't
he don't get
understand all that.
paid like he don't get paid for they're pay, because it's all like this. Drake generates so much money that I make so much money that I'm gonna accumulate the money back for you, but I'm not gonna give you all the percentage of all my stuff.
So does he own his masters?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
but
but he's still
but
signed to
but in
UMG
the
technically.
he well the deal has ran its course
Yeah.
as of last year. So
Okay, so it officially
this is
he's.
a new fresh start. Like
Uh,
everybody think he's in it still in the deal. It's like no, not nah.
oh
I'm suing the
shit.
label that I had a contract with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like in
so
his
he won that suit, didn't he? The one against Kendrick, at least.
no, he got an agreement to look into the
Oh,
contracts and the works,
okay.
but that's winning, but it's moving forward. The scary part is they didn't want that. It's moving forward of I guess the process of discovery. I guess the discovery process. So they
Okay,
can
yeah,
look
yeah.
into all of their deals and if they find any wrongdoing, they can bring it to court and they could possibly it's like this. UMG don't want him to look at them contracts because the contracts is probably, you know what I'm saying, the contract and the guarantee or whatever, the way they got it set up for Kendrick Lamar's truck, if you want to put it in that term, the truck that he owned, because he owned PG Lane, uh, is probably a little bit more unique versus Drake's truck, but Drake can naturally perform like that. Kendrick, his last rate of performance, if you're grading it off of his recent performance, then UMG got to be the stupidest people on the planet Earth because that'd be basically like saying that even with bots, Kendrick is still not bigger than Drake. Even with bots. Even with bots.
I
Last
mean,
week it was Kendrick on the total Billboard chart. It was Kendrick number one, Drake number two. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like that's basically saying even with bots, he would have to talk bad about me and put me on display to even get the fame for y'all to even get the notoriety. For y'all to believe in that, I don't even know what time y'all are on because I wouldn't do that. I would be just go with what's true if I'm putting up hundreds of millions of dollars. Now whatever unique deal he got with Kendrick, it probably ain't worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but it's worth more to Kendrick in his situation, it's worth just as much to Kendrick in his situation as it would be as Drake getting what he's owed. As in, I think the last asking price was, 600 million. He wants 600 million for his next deal,
Whew, that's a
which he
pretty.
got 400. He got 400 for his last one, and,
Damn,
and he recruit before time.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, the way people are ride or die for Kendrick and Drake's just all of a sudden a pedo with no evidence. It's just I don't know if it's bots on the internet too, but the way people are riding for Kendrick is just crazy or was. I don't know if they're still
Well, I
like
think
that.
it's like this. If you want me to tell the truth in that, I think them dudes is some lonely dudes in the basement and they got time to type on a typewriter
Yeah,
and they got time to just say
care a little too
whatever in
much.
the computer.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got time to care too much because don't nobody really care. We care like
the music. It's not.
The
It's just.
first 6 weeks of it happening, we was like, hell yeah, this dope. When Not Like Us video came out, we was like, oh, okay, cool. It lasted for about 2 weeks. And then after that, everybody kind of seamlessly went on to regular life.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely better than
then
the Meek Mill Drake beef. That one was pretty.
yeah,
And the
it was pretty
MGK
short.
one. That one, the MGK and the Eminem one. That one was
Yeah, that wasn't even we
ridiculous.
wasn't even looking for that.
That's
Wasn't nobody looking
ridiculous.
for that. Yeah. But I mean, to me, it's like it's a money grab for UMG, and I think UMG just won't admit that
Oh yeah,
the
they
guy
definitely.
that's their cash cow controls the industry because he can just pop up and be on the charts whenever he wants to.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's literally how it is. He's been there for how many years? Is it 20 years now? Pretty much
15.
15
It's about
years.
15 solid.
And now all of a sudden he's not that guy anymore, even though
No,
he's
he
still
he that
there.
guy.
No, I'm saying, but like that's what they're trying to say. Like they
Yeah,
act
they
like
they
he's
they they,
still
they
not
don't
that
want to
guy.
pay him.
Yeah.
Would you want to pay this guy again? And then you got to pay him at 38
I
at
mean,
38
knowing
years
that it's
old.
gonna hit, I mean, it's a pretty safe bet, even if he's that old. I mean, because we're getting into. I mean, I'm almost 40. I mean, I'm 34,
Uh-huh.
so I got a ways to go. But I feel like I'm still gonna be making music. I mean, he's got
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah, yeah,
the.
yeah. I
So
know.
he's got longevity. I feel like, right? I mean,
Yeah, he does.
he's gonna have
I
to start
believe
rapping
that.
about some other stuff. I think that's why he's leaning more into the R&B stuff and not doing the tough guy shit anymore.
Oh
And
no,
I think that's a good
he
idea.
coming back
Is
with the
he?
rap.
Because he's not. I mean, he's not. I think that's the
He
worst
been
part
doing, but
about what he
hey,
does. He
but
does. He does.
y'all be
It,
saying he ain't did that. He been doing that on the old albums.
that's true. And I like
When I
listen
recently
to it.
got when I recently
I
got the recent vinyl on Views, he was doing it. Look, Views. There's some tracks on Views that could have been used in the battle. Like it sounded like he was talking to like
talking to
everybody. Like
somebody.
he was, yeah, man. Drake been talking like that. That's why I was like, everybody's like, oh man, Kendrick gonna destroy him. I was like, I don't think he gonna destroy him. I think he gonna win it
Yeah,
somehow, some way, and he won it based off of it. He won it being Wendy Williams. He didn't win it like Not Like Us is
it's pretty
not
mid.
some
It's
fresh
pretty mid.
lines.
It's pretty
It's
mid. Yeah,
mid.
it's
It's
catchy as
super
shit
mid.
though.
The whole rap thing, it's that one
It's a
little piece in there where everybody wait to say is what
exactly.
everybody like.
And guess what it
Yeah,
was? It's a TikTok.
everything else
Exactly, man.
is not some dope. If it wasn't Kendrick, y'all would think it was not
It's
good.
it's a bunch of sound
Be
bites,
truthfully
essentially.
honest. Yeah, it's a bunch
Like
of sound
sound
bites.
bites for people to
Jippy,
repeat.
jippy,
Yeah,
jippy, 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 jippy. I
exactly.
don't even know the words, but it like that's the flow of it. Like
Oh
that's the
yeah,
flow. Y'all can go back. I ain't even trying to pick on them, but that is the flow of
it
Not
is.
Like Us on certain parts. It's like okay, this is cool, but this ain't like.
It's a pop song, man. It's just a pop song. And the one that's like mustard, that one. Is that
But
the
that
same
ain't
one?
even. But that ain't even that wasn't in the battle.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
so
on
that
the
was the
album.
after. That's the album part. Okay,
That's
but it's still
after.
like
But
one of
that's
those things.
aftermath.
Yeah.
That wasn't even. That ain't even a battle song. You know what I'm saying? That was aftermath.
It all
Like
sounds so similar to me. Like it all kind of fits in together. I guess because it's DJ Mustard.
yeah, because it's
That's why.
DJ Mustard. It's the same.
Yeah,
It's the same rhythm. It's the same bounce. Remember, I was saying.
yeah,
I was like,
that makes sense.
he do a very good job of just the bounce. But yeah, Kendrick, Kendrick, Kendrick did his job.
Yeah. No, I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I
He did
agree.
his
I just
job. It's
I'm
just
not gonna
that
act like
when people
it's
was like, "Yo, it's coming," I was like, even if he win, I
he's
don't
a
think he
rapper.
wins.
I mean,
Like, no,
stylistically, it makes sense for him to win over Drake for sure. I mean,
exactly. That's why I was like, I said, y'all got to answer this question. If Drake could really sing, when I say really sing, would y'all really like him? I don't think y'all really like him. If Drake could sing like Maxwell, y'all would be like, this nigga can sing his ass off, but he rapping like this. The reason why y'all don't mind him rapping is because he can sing, but he can't sing that well. You feel what I'm saying?
he's just kind of
If
there.
he could, if it was the other way around, if he could rap like, if he was rapping like Common and then turning around and singing, that would be odd.
Yeah.
So somehow, some way, he the only dude to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
sing
mean,
like this for the ladies, and I'm gonna act a little hard, but I ain't the greatest rapper, but I be saying some slick at he to me
that's a
he in the
bar.
top 20. He in the top
Yeah.
20 at all times.
Well, it feels real,
He
man. It
say
feels
stuff
like
that
he's
do
saying
something to
some
you.
shit. Yeah, it feels real. It feels like he's really saying some
Yeah.
shit. And
He in
now,
the top
it's a
20 all
bad thing.
time.
Now they're making fun of him like it's a bad thing
Yeah.
to be
It's a lot of
relatable.
people in front of him, but I'm just gonna put he in the top 20. But he do say some stuff that make you feel some type of way. You be like,
I got
yeah, that's
enemies,
Drake.
got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy. Like that shit was hard. Like I don't even remember what that was. I think that might have been a Meek Mill diss, maybe, or
No, that
maybe
was
that
his
no.
song.
Is that Views? I can't remember. It's all just a big blur. But I remember
Was that
jamming that song a
views?
lot.
I don't think that was views. I
I'm
think
trying.
that
I
was
can't. It all just blends
after
together.
that was in between. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that was damn, I forgot the name of that. He got so many albums. But
Nothing was the
anyway, yeah,
same,
but
man. That's my favorite. Nothing
yeah,
was the
nothing was
same.
the
Is
same.
probably my favorite.
Yeah.
I jammed that
But
one.
but that just shows you like when you got balance as a creator, as an artist, like you're gonna win, but you gotta
And
kind of know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
versatility too. I feel like it speaks to his versatility. And like you said, he can play the role. I mean, kind of depending on the music. And I think that all comes back to listening to a bunch of different types of music. Like I think he said that multiple times that he likes all types of music and you know, he I guess draws from that. He's able to
Yeah,
do a lot of different things.
yeah. I mean, we was talking about that when people was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? This whole like saying it like culture vulture." I'm like, well, the whole philosophy of hip hop was centered around sampling, and most of the people that we first started
Yeah.
sampling from, some of those people were white. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like what's the group
Bobby
name?
Caldwell, you'd never even know, dude. I
Yeah,
did not know
Bobby
that guy was
Caldwell. Yeah,
white.
but like the earlier Tribe stuff was
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name, but he came out recently and did like a special. But white guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jazz pianist, white guy.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know why we got to keep score like that, you know? And I'm not saying you, I'm just in general, like, why does it
I
even,
but it's these new age thought
I
provoking
guess.
trying to
I
be on the
mean,
internet, whatever. I don't get it. Because
don't,
because see, if they really looked in history, like they'll be like, well, damn, I shouldn't have said that because it is a lot of white people that's involved in all these projects. It's like, yeah, bro.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
we ended that shit a long time ago. We've been, we've been, doing stuff
yeah,
for years. All,
but
I mean,
but
everybody and just like
yeah,
Eminem.
but they'll say Drake is a culture vulture. And it's like, ain't you
Yeah.
supposed to? But hip hop is about taking something else and remixing it and making it your own.
Yeah.
Hip hop is about culture vulturing, just
A
like when
hundred
Run
percent.
DMC and Aerosmith got together. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
100%.
That was
Yeah.
about y'all are gonna rap their. They made them rap what they said. They didn't even write the lyrics. Run DMC didn't even get a chance to write the lyrics. They said, no, you're gonna say exactly what Aerosmith said. They just did the song over. But that would have is that culture vulture? Because they was like, we're gonna put a hip hop song to write. Like, no, it was one of the greatest songs ever.
Yeah.
Ever. You could
People
play that
they
at
love that. People still love that
anything.
shit.
You
Yes,
can play that
100%.
at any event. You can play that right now at a basketball game. People will be
That's
like,
exactly. I played
"Da-na-na,
at the basketball game all the
da-na-na-na."
time. Exactly. It just goes, man.
So but it's to show you that there's great artists, and then there's this side of what I'm saying YouTube that's just like you know hip hop centric opinions. It's
Yeah.
like
I
they're hip
mean,
hop people, and they feel like their opinions is like
I'm glad that people are passionate about it. I mean, regardless of their opinion, I'm glad that they feel strongly about music. I guess that's a good thing. And I see why people call Post Malone one a culture vulture or whatever. I understand, but he was singing folk music and stuff long before, so
yeah,
he was eventually going to go that way, and it just, I guess, he came up through the rap
I ain't
stuff.
give a
And
damn that goddamn White Iverson, that shit was tight.
right, dude, I played the shit out of that. And
I ain't give a fuck. I don't be giving.
yeah,
I don't be caring. Like I like. I think people will be caring too much. I think that's the thing.
Right.
It's like I don't like, it's like the whole Andre 3000 thing. And I know you care, but I was like, I'm not gonna care enough
I
if
was
he
bummed,
never
dude.
if he doesn't
Sorry.
make another rap album.
I
Like
was
I'm
so
not.
bummed, but like, I mean, I wouldn't have cared if I had known beforehand. I just, like I said, I
Yeah,
didn't hear anything about it. But yeah, no, I feel you. I wouldn't. I don't think I would have cared if I had
yeah.
known.
But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's almost as like it's like it, it, I'm gonna let an artist be whatever artist is.
No,
Now
yeah,
they make some
I
dope.
respect it, man. I
I'm
respect
like,
it. It's SoundCloud's fault. Okay, I've still love listening to Outkast, and they told me that he was dropping a new album. I was like, oh shit! And it's as soon as I saw it, I clicked on it. You know what I mean? So I
yeah.
got that like dopamine hit, thinking I was about to hear some more like Outkast style stuff,
Hmm.
and it wasn't that. It was
Yeah.
far from that. It's like the most opposite.
Sometimes it
That
sometimes it be like that though with
yeah,
music.
and no, and I respect him just doing what he wants to do, but using SoundCloud as a platform and Andre 3000 like his rap name um to do that was a different play. He could have put it
But it's
under
him.
it. it
It's
it is
him.
him now. It is him now. You're right. And it's his IP. Whatever he wants to do with that, it's not up to me to say. And like I do
Yeah.
respect it. I do respect it.
Yeah. Cause the vinyl sold out and the show sold out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
let me
super
tell you
arc.
this. Let me tell you this though. Like okay. I went to the Michelle Indicello uh show um the other night, and she had somebody open up, one of her two band members, her drummer and her keyboard player. They opened up, but they're a band, they're a group
Oh shit.
called Jake and Abe. So this what happened. So they played before the show. So they started playing. We had just sat down. They started playing. We had like third row seats, like exactly, because we were like one seat and there was another seat, and they kept on like the middle, the row kept on letting people go out of the one of the seats in the front because they just took it out, and they just, so we were that close. Um so we sitting there and we like, oh yeah, this shit. We like, damn, this shit bumping. Two dudes, two white dudes playing, you know what I'm saying? Just bumping. So, cause it's a black crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty much like probably 80% black.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, when they came on stage, you know what I'm saying? We like, oh, okay, everybody's like, oh, okay, what they about to do? It's like, yeah, we about to do some tunes for you. Michelle, she let us, come and do our thing, you know what I'm saying? She supports us or whatever. And they were like, before they started performing, they was like, yeah, we do have our albums in the back for sale. If you like what you hear, you can just meet us after the show. And they held up the album or whatever, and they was like, yeah, and the album's called Finally or whatever. Matter of fact, where is it?
Oh, you got it. That's what's up.
Yeah, I did. But so like they signed the album and
Orange
everything,
head.
they autographed it and everything.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, so what I mean. Make a long story short, they performed, they were dope. So we was like, damn, they dope. So I'm like, I wonder if the album is just as dope as the performance, right? And you know, I went and I was like, hey, I told my girl, I was like, hey, I'm gonna leave before they get done performing, before Michelle and everything get done performing the last song. And of course they did an encore, so I left like right then and there to be first in line or whatever. But make a long story short, they sold out. I got two copies, you know what I'm saying, for me and her, but they sold out though.
Hell yeah, that's
You know
awesome,
what I'm
dude.
saying? So
Yeah,
like that was the crazy thing about it. It's like, damn, it's like, man, dude, they
that's a
yeah,
testament to
dog.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it's a
music and
it's a
then
it's
the
a testament to the hardware. Yeah, they sell out. They sell out when you perform good, you will sell out. But the thing about when you was like it was what I expected. Their subject matter was kind of like I would say, uh,
Is it out there like goofy kind of, or
no, 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 no. It was just really political. It's
I
really
was just going
political.
off of the vinyl cover. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just going
yeah.
off of that. It didn't
No,
look like it was out there.
it's really political. But I mean, they kind of mask it with like with good tunes. But it is kind of like when you listen to it. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, yeah, this is really some of this is like really political, driven on like what's happening now in
Oh shit!
politics, and like we're kind of like if I'm advising artists on to make something that's gonna be timeless, I would say, listen, unless your name is
Oh,
Marvin Gaye, I don't think you should do a whole political
it's
album.
a bad idea. You already lost
Bad
half your
idea.
audience. Half
Yeah,
your
you lost
audience is
half your
gone.
audience. I
Yep.
say you do this. I say you get 90% of this album to love and other regular life stuff, and then you just give me that one that's gonna be maybe politically driven, and we can put it on the album. You know what I'm saying? We can sneak it
Yeah.
out there. You know what I mean? We can give them, and then they can get that one, and then they might be like, "Oh, okay, they felt that way. I respect them," and then they'll keep it moving. But the whole thing to be like that is
It's bad.
like, and it's good tunes. It's good tunes, but the subject matter is like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like real serious, or like you said it was Matt. It was a I don't know. Was it just was it obvious? Like were you like you weren't turned off
It's
by it? Like
I was kind of turned off by some of the stuff because I'm just my political views are very neutral. I'm kind of
yeah,
like I kind of
same.
just like I just want
It's
everybody to fucking get along and
yeah,
just,
same.
you know what I mean,
I'm over all of
be
that shit.
cool.
Most people are
Yeah, I'm
burnt
not
out. Most
even
normal
on
people
any.
are
I
yeah.
ain't got no flag. I'm not Crips or Blood. I ain't,
Mm.
you know. I'm not doing. I ain't
I never
none of
noticed it
that.
was Crips and Bloods. Basically, it basically is Crips and Bloods,
It
blue or
is.
red.
I mean,
I didn't even think about that.
it really is. I mean, if you look at it, but I mean, for me, I just want everybody to get along and like. I mean, I've gotten along with people. I don't believe all this internet bullshit. I've lived in the South my whole damn life, and I've gotten along with white people, black people. I've met asshole black people and met asshole white people. Motherfucker's an
Yeah,
asshole. He's just an asshole. If he a fucking hater,
100%.
he a hater. He just a fucking hater, like straight up. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Now we do have some of our friends that they folks might act like that and they might look at you whatever, but we just be like, what I'm gonna do about it? My friend
yeah,
cool, so I don't even care. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So,
I'm
you know,
same.
it don't even matter. And the same on my side. They'll, you know what I mean? Like people just, but it's like my generation, and I mean, I'm 40, so I feel like by now we done kind of washed all that bullshit,
Yeah,
away
that's
to the
done,
point to
man.
where if you are doing that, you just a fucking hater. We just gonna look at you. The mass real people gonna be like, man, he's just a fucking hater, man. Fuck it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying? If
mean,
somebody was like that, either side, they'd be like, man, I don't like that because he'd be like, man, you just a fucking hater, dog. You need to worry about your own shit.
yeah, for sure, man. I don't understand the people who like say you and Dame were like super cool, and me and Dame aren't cool. I wouldn't not be cool with you because you're friends with Dame. And I feel
Yeah,
like there's a lot of people who think that it's honorable to, ruin a friendship based off of that, just to
yeah,
be I mean, not I mean, I understand not talking shit about your buddy to them or something like that, but I never
yeah,
understood why you have to either be friends with my friends or not. Like you can't not like my friend or something like that. I just don't understand the thought process
yeah.
behind
That's
that.
what I say too, man. But that's the thing. That's the thing about like nowadays. I think people should be able to. I mean, when the smoke clears, everybody's just chilling. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing. Like when the smoke, like in the times when the smoke clears, ain't no hyphen and nothing. It's so funny how everybody just fucking chill.
Oh yeah.
Then
Yeah. Yeah.
then when certain heights of certain things come out, you like everybody just lose their mind. And I'm like, bro, why can't everybody just take care of their own shit? Like I'm pretty sure you got some change in the back seat of your car that you need to go dig out. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like like everybody get hyped into this point to where it's a distraction. Like I was thinking
Yeah.
about that today. I was like, producers get real distracted with YouTube. I wonder if producers are filtering out their YouTube. Like, are they like going to YouTube and they just being like, oh man, I'm seeing what's going on the news. I'm seeing what's going on here. They talking about this person. This person got a lawsuit on this person. They talking about the Diddy case and they talking about this and this and this. And it's all just types of just like extra BS that is just like, this is a distraction. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's how this album sound. I hate to get this album a critique. It sounded great. The Sonics and everything. I'm gonna listen to it a couple of times. I'm gonna listen to it again. But the subject matter, that's what it sounded. It sounded like they they
They
they
put a
had
lot
the
of
news playing when
uh
they, yeah, they had
yeah.
YouTube on they had YouTube on current events. And you know what I'm saying? And they went like in their own piece. Like, and I wonder, like, and I'm not saying they got distracted because they did print a whole album. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. They
And
got it
yeah,
done, but
so like, yeah, they got it done. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just wondering if producers get distracted like online for like I say, like just current events and just stuff. Cause when I see stuff like that, I'm not saying I don't look at it in my leisure, but I think I know how to control it now because I'm like, I scroll and I'm like, ain't nothing on here that's gonna help me. Like I say that every day. I'll be like, I scroll and I look for something to help me. I'm like, ain't nothing on here gonna help me. And this ain't. I'm not looking to be leisure. Now, when I want to just be leisure and I just want to watch some, some dumb stuff, then yeah, I'm gonna click on anything. I'm just gonna hover
yeah.
over anything, see what it's about. But if I want something to like learn something from, I'll filter it and try to see. But I'm like, there's so many distractions. I just know the normal people they're turning on their YouTube and the algorithm is probably hitting them with so much stuff, and then they're getting distracted. And I think that's why a lot of people, they might come to your page and they might leave a bad comment, or
Hmm.
what I'm saying, they might come somewhere else and say something. And it's like, how did you even get here? Like you be looking at them
I
like,
don't
how did
know,
you even
dude. I don't
Yeah,
know
how
what
did you even
YouTube's
get here
doing
to like
sometimes.
comment on something bad? Like this thing is free. Like YouTube is free, so it's like, why can't you just
Just keep it moving. Yeah, go
why
go
can't
do
you
something else.
you got enough space to be creative. You can make your own thing. You can make your
Yeah.
own dope whatever. Like that's what I say. I don't even have time to even like judge somebody like tracks or judge somebody's songs or whatever. I don't. I don't have time. I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm busy. I work for a label. I'm like, I don't have time because my mind and my fingers ain't operating at that frequency.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be like, even if I heard something that didn't sound really, really well, I'm gonna listen to it and be like, that didn't sound real good. But I'm like, who am I be thinking in my head like, somebody gonna use it. That's the only thing I think in my head. Like, somebody gonna use it. I can't be a judge of it because I know how hard it is to even get to the finish line or certain points. And for certain people can get to different extreme finish lines. They can get to the level where they like, oh, I got boxes of t-shirts and I'm selling shirts, I'm selling CDs, I'm selling vinyl, whatever, whatever, whatever. Yeah, they can get to that level. And then certain people, it's like they got to the level of making a beat, making a track, and then getting it up online. That is an accomplishment. I'm not never gonna look down on that. But at the same time, I don't know how those dudes be getting to the level where they be like so negative online and
Yeah,
it's
they
it's
feel like they
free. It's so much
have yeah.
space.
They feel like they have some sort of pedestal to stand on to look down on somebody else's art. Yeah, that's the only time I'm ever gonna say anything about somebody's music is if they're critiquing somebody when they don't have any business, or I feel like they don't have any business critiquing somebody, or if they're being disrespectful. I would never go listen to somebody's art and just say this is objectively bad or whatever. I might say it's good, but, or
Mm-hmm.
if I really wouldn't even, I don't think I would offer a critique on anything if they didn't ask for it. You know what I mean?
Mm. What do you Now my next question is, do you think like somebody being an online, I would say, producer influencer, do you think plaques matter in what's your perception of somebody having a plaque or even having a placement?
It's gotten to the point. I think before it was a huge deal, and like even with mix engineers and stuff, I think with a mix engineer, it definitely could matter more. You know, like Tony Black is won a Grammy, so like I listened to him knowing that he's won a Grammy, you know, and people like that. But in terms of producers, there's just it's so easy to get a plaque now. I think we talked about it at one point. So I think it can hold some validity because you did get to a point where somebody got enough streams on a song that was good enough to generate that. But
Hmm.
also you can manipulate the plays and stuff. Literally, you can have 90% fraudulent streams and still the other 10%, as long as they're legit, you can still get a plaque.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
I don't know. I think it does hold some weight. Like I respect people who don't have plaques, and I would probably listen to advice from someone. Like I don't have a plaque, but if somebody did, I would listen to their advice probably more, as long as they're doing it in a way that's digestible and not disrespectful. You know?
yeah. That's what I say too. It's like I don't think the reason why I don't think plaques hold a lot of weight today is because you know they can't really they can't help you. I mean, and that's the truth. Like, imagine if I had like it's just imagine. Let's imagine I blew up my early 20s and the early 2000s, and let's say I got like 4 or 5 plaques. I got I got lucky. I got a couple of placements on some big artists. I got like 4 or 5 plaques, right? And time passed. I didn't get no more plaques. I just started working or whatever. I was still doing music a little bit here and there or whatever. Those plaques really can't help me because I just know of a group of people that can take whoever, and make music with them. And I think that's what people missing, like with the like what really being a producer really is. It's like I think people think that it's like, yeah, just because you made it on a project and that particular project got some money behind it and it got the numbers got up and you were able to get some type of, I mean, to me, it's a participation award unless you was like the executive producer on it or you put the
Yeah,
money up for it or you went on the road with them. You know what I'm saying? Like something that like Bolo did with his particular artist. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He put the money up for his artist and actually marketed and actually made the success of the actual song. I think that's why people really like they can't help but respect him and gravitate towards him because
yeah,
he has proven that he can do it with with little. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I think, and this is not knocking on people who got plaques, but they can't help you right now. So you gotta show what you can do right now.
yeah,
Like they can't help you because that will be like somebody saying like that will be like somebody coming in the gym, right? And them saying, "Man, I'm a 3-time high school champion in basketball." And everybody in the gym like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up." You know what I'm saying? And they start hooping, and people just start like doing them in. Like they just start like, you know what I mean? They start shooting threes in his face. Like he can't even shoot. He shooting air balls. He losing his breath or whatever. It can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Like all that can't help you. That's the same thing as like when I used to be a cyclist. Somebody could have been somebody could have been a 3-time world champion in cycling. They could have won criteriums and all types of stuff. And they get out there and you still have to do the activity today. Like we still gotta do this 40 miles. And you still got to get back safely. Like we can't nobody pell it for you either. So it's like same thing as a producer. It's like, yeah, you can come online and you can speak about certain things, but I would say they only respect what you've done currently. Now, if you've done some stuff currently, can't nobody say shit. You know what I'm saying? If you've done some stuff currently, can't nobody say shit. That's just the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for all the other people that's online, I don't think it really holds the
Not a
same
lot.
weight
Yeah.
that it did before
Yeah.
because
The
people
plaques.
really want to see.
Yeah. The plaques before represented somebody going out physically purchasing with their hard-earned money a CD that cost, I can't remember what they were, like $20. So they spend it
12.99.
$12.99, go out, spend their hard-earned money on a physical copy to go put it in their car and listen to it while they drive around, not knowing if the entirety of that CD, like what the contents on it, but they knew that your song was on it. I mean, if that's the case, but either way, then it represented making more money, people going out of their way to purchase art, and now it's just streams for the most part.
Mm.
So I think the representation of what a plaque is has changed massively. And I'm not saying it's like doesn't deserve any respect, but like it is different than it was for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's because music is such a like I kind of look at it as like this. Music is like it is like visual arts. It's like, yeah, you made a painting 10, 15 years ago that was like a just a massive it brought a massive audience. Can you bring that same audience today? Because that painting is no longer attached to you. Now that plaque you could put on your wall to show that you sold that massive painting. But a real artist, they ain't got no plaque for selling no. They could have sold that painting for $500,000. Ain't there's nothing, there's only the monetary thing. And they have to
Yeah,
let go of the art. The art is now owned by somebody else.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that
And
sucks.
so that's why they sign it. You know what I'm
And that's
saying? But that's
literally like
that's being an
standard.
artist.
That's standard for being signed to a major label. It's like it's sad.
Yeah, but that's standard. That's like
Yeah.
it's like, Van Gogh or anybody else. But I mean, imagine like you having this art and like I say, you sell a massive painting
Oh, you talk
one
about
year and
paintings.
then
Okay, yeah.
yeah, but it's the same thing.
Same
You
thing,
sell a
same
massive
thing.
painting
Yeah,
one year and then you don't see it, and then 10 years from then you're telling somebody, "Oh, I'm a great painter." They looking at you like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up. Now, can you paint me a painting?" Because there's nothing to show for. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
But artists and producers, they got plaques, so it's like they always can remind. It's always there to feed your ego somewhat. It's almost like
yeah.
a curse. Like I forgot who it was. Damn, I forgot who it was. They was like, yeah, man, I got a bunch of plaques. I don't never put them up. They was like, I think they're a curse because it wouldn't keep me working. I
You get
forgot who it
complacent.
was.
Yeah, getting
Yeah,
complacent, and that's
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if it was Dead Mouse. It was somebody. They was like, yeah, man, if I put them up, I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I ain't even put them up. I got a bunch of them. Motherfuckers was just sitting on. They was sitting on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to be proud of it, but like you said, I mean,
It's
the
like on to the next one.
depends on your goals, I guess, too. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're out here trying to act like you're still, doing stuff, then yeah, you definitely should keep exactly like what you're saying. You need to still be
yeah.
making music, but if you're
Plaques are
done with
for the
that,
studio.
yeah. I mean,
Plaques
I
are for
wouldn't
the
be mad.
studio.
Wouldn't be
Yeah.
mad. A couple
Well,
platinum
not
plaques.
your. Well, what I'm saying, like a major recording studio for them
Yeah,
to show that this artist did
yeah,
recorded this
okay,
particular
yeah.
product here, and they sold this many albums. But for like of a personally using it, and I'm asking the question of along the lines of personally using it online as a shield, or what I'm saying,
There's a
to
battle
stand
axe to try
behind.
to stab other people. Like, I got a gold plaque, so everything I say is right and everything you say is wrong. You have no idea who I'm talking about, do you?
Yeah, Oh, I know who you talking to. I know who you talking about.
Yeah.
But it's a dozen of him. It's
Yeah,
a
it's not.
dozen of
Yeah.
him like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I just look at it as like I always say like show what you can do now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because there are some that do have plaques from back in the day, but they've shown that they can hit the charts now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. For
There
sure.
are some, but there are some that might have success back in the day, and that's cool. That ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause I swear to God, I've had songs that could have been when I say I like not saying I wouldn't be talking to you, but I'd be talking to you with a different backdrop,
Yeah.
like type of song.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
straight, and it wouldn't have been nothing I could do about it because the songs were so dope. It just I seen the money not come down the line to be able to invest in that song. Like straight up. Like I said, we had a song called Walk Like a Model. And this was like 2000 and like this was like 2010. We had a song called Walk Like a Model. This shit was dope as fuck. And we tested it. We tested it at the club. Like it wasn't like we was like just sitting in the studio. It was like, oh, this is dope. It's like, no, this was a real artist signed to a label with an independent label. Then that independent label was signed to Bad Boy South with a little bit of money behind them. We tested it at the club. They played at the club a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? We seen it work. This song fucking worked. It worked. It even worked. I forgot how old my niece was at that time. She probably was like 8. And like I played it in the car with her and she was like, oh, I like this. It's dope. And she liked it. And I was like, I was like, it's over because I was like, the kids like it. And then my little cousins like the song. And the song never got money behind it the way it was supposed to. You
Yeah.
know
I
what I'm
mean, you
saying? It
got
never
to
got
get
the
it out
promo
there.
single. It never
Yeah.
got the payola to the radio station. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a
That
lot,
sucks,
it's a
man.
lot of stuff, a lot of work that you had to do to make a
Yeah.
song
Back then, yeah. I
big.
guess
You
that's
know
the
what I'm saying?
difference. Yeah. Back
You
then,
gotta
you
pay the
really had
DJs
to
at the
get the
strip
DJs play.
club.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta pay, you gotta do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't bouncing the strip club, then it wasn't gonna be on the rotation. You know what I'm saying? If it's dope at the strip club, it was gonna be on the top 10 in town by the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? It was just gonna be like the DJs was just gonna put it in the top 10 rotation. Just because it's at the strip club and they playing it, they're playing it when you not there, then and you ain't asking them, then it's up. And they playing it at all, and now it's bouncing around, it's getting around to because all the strip club DJs know each other because they give each other work. So if he got it, then he got it. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
this
Okay.
person got
So
it, then he got the song too. I emailed it to him. I emailed him the MP3 too.
that's
You know what I'm
like
saying? This shit
Atlanta.
hot.
That's like from it. Were you in Atlanta at this point?
Yeah, I was in that.
Yeah.
I've been ATL all my life.
So the Magic City is like the hub of that, like what you're talking about, right? And then it's like
Magic
stems
City
out
is
from
the
there.
hub, but it's so many different clubs that you could have went to
So
beyond
like
Magic
all these
City. That
DJs are like rotating
Strokers,
stuff.
fucking
Yeah.
Onyx. You could have went to
Wait,
a bunch of different places. Follies. You could have went
Strokers?
to a bunch of different. Yeah,
Was
you
that
could
a
have
is
went
that a
to
straight one
Pink
or a,
Pony. No, it's a straight club.
oh, it doesn't sound
Pink
straight.
Pony. No, I know that's
Strokers
what I
sounds like
said. Nah, it's in the hood. Yeah.
yeah,
Pink
yeah.
Pony,
Okay.
like
Oh,
everybody,
Pink Pony.
everybody's gonna
Okay,
see this
yeah.
from the ATL. They're gonna be like, yeah, I know exactly what you talking about. Yeah, it's it's different clubs that you could have paid the DJ, you know what I'm saying, to get your stuff played beyond Magic City. But Magic City was the ultimate like platform. If you got your shit played in Magic City, you was just like
You were there
you was
already.
doing it. But it would make it to Magic City because, like I say, the same DJ might not play every night at Magic City. So it'll be like, yo, I'm playing at Strokers tonight, but he can't do the gig. So he gave me the gig for Thursday night. DJs would do that. So if he got my song and he liked that in a certain rotation, he might not play it at a certain club when the girls pick their own songs because that's crazy thing. The girl, if you could have found a chick or a bunch of chicks that would play your song on their main song, They coming out to perform too. Oh, you was in there. But like he would play. I seen it done. He would play it during certain free times when it's like he would call it'd be like the girls would have a selection where they would come out and perform, and then they would have the down times like in between them times he would
Yeah,
mix
yeah.
it in then. So he would
Okay,
fit
yeah.
you in because I didn't got my shit fitted in like in strokers. I didn't pay dude some a little bit of bread. You know what I'm saying? I mean back then like $40 was a lot of money to be shooting like just random like random night whatever you
Let's
can
take
get
a
in the play
gas
it.
back then. Maybe more than
Yeah,
take a
you know what I'm
gas.
saying. So if you shot him $40, he was like, all right, shoot, I'm gonna play it. Don't worry. But I knew the guy, so he was like, I can me shooting him $40. He was like, cool, I got you. I was just kind of like other people would ask for like 100. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it was. But like, yeah, like that whole little arena or whatever. Yeah, you had to have kind of the as they would say, you had to have the streets kind of like talking about your music more so than you actually making it just directly on the radio. But if you made it in strip clubs, you was gonna make it on the radio.
Yeah, that I didn't
But
realize that was like how it went. I mean, I heard. I think it was from that same video about talking about Pee Wee Longway. I think that's kind of how I heard. That's how it kind of works. And not all of it, but like in ATL
yeah, not
specifically,
all of it. Sometimes
that
it
type
happen
of
different.
music.
Sometimes it happen differently. Sometimes it's
Like,
somebody got signed and then they got a little bit of label support, so the label got them a little bit of promo over to the radio station, and they just work their regions that the label kind of promoted to best. Oh, they know
yeah,
they
okay,
dropped some stuff off in Jacksonville, so we're gonna go down there. We're gonna hop in the van ourselves. We're gonna go down there and do an interview because I spoke with the producer, whoever set the time up. Boom, boom. We're gonna do an interview on the radio. They already been playing the stuff. You know what I'm saying? They already familiar with this stuff because they got the promo. But if you've ever been in, have you ever been in a major radio station? Like just been in
mm,
one?
mm-mm. Nope.
Man, dude, like I know how it was back in the day, and this one CDs was like everybody got everybody had
Wait,
CDs, right?
actually, I have. I was little though. I was young. I sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at a major radio station one time for
Okay.
some reason. I don't even know why. I don't remember. My mom took me there.
So have you ever seen the front counter of the radio station?
I
And
don't
it's just
remember
a
it.
bunch of okay. It's just a bunch of just CDs and stuff just like stacked up to the side, and then like it's a bunch of boxes of just CDs of people just dropping off CDs, and like all of it ain't like just random people coming in there. Some of it is like labeled like street teams doing their job, being like, hey, got this new artist, you know what I'm saying, Kesha K, you know what I'm saying, she coming out or whatever, blah blah blah. And based on how good the promo is, based on if the girl behind the counter just keep it to the side or whatever, and put it like you could tell the ones that was put on the counter, they were like, okay, I'm gonna put it on the counter, and if you know what I'm saying, if the producers see it, they'll see it. Cause I dropped some stuff off before. And the only reason why I know this is because I gave her DVD cases and she was like, oh shit, this shit in DVD cases. She was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna put you at the end of the counter. You know what I'm saying? She was like, what's on there? I was like, there, songs we did or whatever, blah, 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 blah. She was like, oh, okay, they're real songs. Okay, okay. They ain't just beats. Cause she thought it was just beats or
Beat
whatever.
tape.
I was like, no, no. Cause at that time, that's when it started like beat CDs kind of whatever. This was like I say, this was like 10, 11,
Yeah.
12, like them
Okay.
years. So I I put the I put it on the end of the counter and I could see like in the corner it was just a box full of just just CDs just filled up. And it wasn't like I say, it wasn't like it was random stuff. A lot of the stuff had booklets and stuff. It was like albums being dropped off, like different artists from the label or whatever. So it was so many artists signed, like that was just like trying to get a break. Like there's a lot of artists out there that signed that's still trying to get a big break. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though they signed, they're still trying to get a big break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they still doing promo at the radio station, but it still ain't hitting. You know what I'm saying? Radio station might play it or whatever a little bit, but it didn't go through. They might play it during, like, I wouldn't say dark hour, but you know what I mean. A lot of people wasn't really listening to it, but they family heard it, so they were happy. Oh yeah, you on the radio? Oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
really ain't no promo. Right? Let's
Yeah.
just be
It's
honest, there
not
ain't
getting
no
too
promo.
far.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna get you too far. So, you know, but
Yeah,
there's a
we're
lot
at.
of
You want to do like an hour and a half, or right at an hour and a half?
yeah,
Is that? I was gonna try to do it shorter and just upload the whole thing.
yeah,
Is that cool with you?
yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, I got
That's
the other
cool,
two
man.
chopped up. I just haven't I still haven't got back to fixing all the stuff that I messed up last time.